Guess who it is? None other than your boy, Alex or Chandre in the building. My name is Chandre. I'm the community manager over here at the beautiful, big, great Backspin Games. Guys, today I bring you the debut. We are, hold on, let me pop out the chats real quick so I can talk to you boys. We are doing the first ever podcast with my boy Dionysus. I'm bringing him in a quick little second. But for the people that are wondering, this is going to be something that we're going to do every single Thursday. It has nothing to do with other events. I think there's a World Cup event currently happening in the inside the app, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about strictly the Backspin Coliseum, brought to you by Dionysus. Obviously, right? We have the five beautiful teams that are absolutely crushing it. Some people are surprising me more than others. I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, it's a little podcast. Think ESPN style, post-game, I don't know, analysis. We're talking about the teams. We're talking about everything that's happened, drama. Damn, we might even talk about bugs that are happening inside the app. Who knows? Full transparency. I think that's the best thing that we got in this community. Damn, I see Dionysus with a stack of papers. He's ready, man. He came with a glass in it. That's sick. Welcome, Jessica. Newbie here. Welcome, Jessica. Steman, vamos, mi niño. By the way, did you guys like the new starting soon video loop that we created? It's a bunch of past events, tournaments, competitions that we've done. And some, I don't know if you guys saw it or not. You can go back and check after the stream. But some are spoilers for upcoming tournaments and competitions. A little teaser. You should do top 10 plays of the week. We might do that. We might do that for sure. I don't know if there's a top, like a prize. There's the teams get prizes if they win, right? The first place gets 5,000 and so on, and then there's there's little prizes here and there for like MVP, rookie. I think one of them was like top scorer, top event scorer, I think as well. I don't know if there's a top play of the week. I'm pretty sure there isn't. That's a good suggestion, though. Dionysus, what do you think? For the next one, the top play of the week, perhaps? Like a good use of a power-up or something. Scooter could have gotten that last tournament. But yeah, welcome all. Let me get ready with the headphones because I wanna talk to my boy. But yeah, let's get ready to talk about everything that's Coliseum related. I'm so excited, man. The teams are killing it. Let's bring my main man, my right-hand man, the beautiful Dionysus, my co-host today for this beautiful podcast. Let's do this. Dionysus, my boy. First of all, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I got my notes here. This is like an ESPN podcast. I got my notes. I'm ready to go.
That's so sick.
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm so good. For the people, and Dionysus probably doesn't even know, we do, if you want to show the website, we can switch scenes and I can show the website. And we can just scroll down and see everybody's points and see how everything's doing. But let's start from the beginning, right? Let's start from the beginning.
Good place to start.
There's no better place. There's no better place. I think the teams are doing fantastically well. Now, it's been, about 3 or 4 days? 3 days, I think. And there's again, it's just the start of the Coliseum, so there's not much to talk about. But then again, there is. We got a lot of people. That surprised me, man. Surprised me in the first day with the trophies. People that I didn't even know that were gonna do. Like somebody that I wanted to bring up was Eve.
Eve,
Eve
yeah.
is killing it. Is killing it with the trophy hunting.
She went hard out of the gate with trophies. I think she got 2,000 the first day. Like I think she maxed the first day.
And I think she's
Um,
top. Man, we can show the website later, but I think she might be top 10 in the live rankings. By the way, if you guys want to check the live rankings, even though you're not in the Coliseum, or maybe you are, you can check the live rankings on the leagues tab of your app. Just head over to your leagues tab, and the points will show there. But yeah, I do. Another incredible, insane player, Cool Dad.
Cool Dad. He's top of my list, man. Right here. Cool Dad.
Really?
He's in. I got him circled. Cool Dad is the top of the list. He is the biggest. I think the biggest pickup for a team in this
I think so.
Coliseum.
I think so.
I mean, what a crazy.
That wasn't
pickup that is. Like,
that wasn't the initial 10, right? That wasn't
it
the
wasn't the
initial
initial
10.
10. It was he's a returning player, someone who's played before but hasn't in a while. He's jumped in. He's getting like 2,000 trophies. It's crazy to see.
He's currently top one. He's currently top one.
Yeah.
We can go back. Show the live ranking. Click on the live ranking and scroll down. Ve abajo y quédate ahí y ahora cambia de pantalla. Let's switch screens because I want to show this to the on stream. But Cool Dad, dude, 8,000 points. Obviously, I'm Luis says Scooter also have 8K points or 8K trophies, 8,000, 2,000 a day. But Cool Dad, top of the list, killing it. With Scooter, which is the captain of his team, not falling behind as well, leading. By the way, I love that Scooter is always like the leader type. Like he's not shying from that top 5. And also then you got Sid and Luis, same team.
Yeah, Sid is a co-captain for Doku's team, the House of High Stakes. She's doing really well. Who's right there? He's got a ton of trophies. He had a bit of trouble getting matched the first little bit, so I think some more trophies are still trickling in for him. But Sid and Luis is really leading the trophy front on their team, doing really well. And we got Mr. Plow, who's a new player, first time back, not new to Backspin, but first time Backspin Coliseum player.
Yeah.
He's jumping in. He's almost got 8,000. He's maxing. So
another fellow Canadian.
He's crushing it.
Yeah, and also, by the way, how about that? How about Doku in second and third, or not Doku specifically, but Doku's team in second and third place? I mention it because last time Doku had the worst luck of any person ever, perhaps, possibly ever.
Yeah. It was pretty clear, like from the first, like after 5 days, that his team wasn't going to make it in the first Backspin Coliseum. Like it was just a crazy. They got so far behind because of so many misfortunes.
Literally,
and this just goes to show. This just goes to show from Coliseum to Coliseum. Now they're on top, right? So, if you're down on one Coliseum, stick with it. The next one, you could be on top. I think they got a great chance of winning it.
It wasn't even because of his team in the first time around, he had a great team. He had Momele on his team, who's a fantastic player. He also had Sid. He had a lot of great players. It just, again, it's misfortune, like Dionysus said. It just everything could have happened badly. Did. And
exactly.
And this time around, he is in second place, falling short 14,000 points. Now, Dionysus, has the events been added? Like the event points?
Yeah, I'm just like, they should be added sometime soon.
Okay.
I don't have complete control of that, but the information has been passed on. That will change the rankings up a little bit. I know in the first event, Vita Mia's team, the Mavericks did well in both events. Dom Poncho. So again, like you won't see Dom Poncho with a ton of league points, although he's getting more this Coliseum than last Coliseum. He's got a decent amount, and but he crushed the event brick. He got a really high score. And in the second event, Scooter's team snuck out a last kind of minute play. Carrot jumped to the top.
Ooh,
Carrot ended up
yes.
in first for the event, but you have King Rowe, who was a
That
pickup
was
for
top one for a
Maverick.
while, for a couple of
He was top
hours.
one for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So King Rowe was a pickup for Vita Mia. I think he's a returning player.
Yeah.
Jumped in, showed how skilled he is. Crushed that event, the 21 Jack.
And I love when they do. Also, by the way, I love when the returning player. And by the way, when we mean returning players, we mean experienced players. Obviously, they've been were in the app and played so many games, and they were known in the community as well. But they were inactive for quite a bit. And coming back, I love how they come back and they're just showing off how their skills have not decreased in the slightest. You know what I mean? Like King Rowe was for I think for a couple of hours, maybe 5 or 6 hours, top one, and then Carrot obviously took that. Which, by the way, Carrot's not even a 21 Jack player, so I don't know what happened there. Surprised me. Carrot is a bingo. I call him the bingo bunny.
The bingo bunny. He does play 21 Jack from time to time, though. And
I didn't,
think,
but
like,
I didn't know he had it like that.
Yeah, I think what happened, like, if you look at the scores of all the people who you thought who are like
Yeah,
who you think of when you think of 20, like Doku and those other guys, they only max out at 10K. So I think what happened is like a deck that was a bit unintuitive, where like if you played the best move, it actually worked against you. So like, and that's why they didn't get above like 10K or something like that. I think you must have had to done something completely
off book, off
unintuitive
meta.
in order to get those big scores. But one story so far has been some teams have played the 1.5x power up, and for those of you who don't know what that is, that just means in an event, teams can play this power up on certain players if they think they're going to do well in the event, and that player gets 1.5
Yeah, full
times the
screen, full
point.
screen.
So if they were to get 10,000, they would get 15,000. Every time it's been played so far, though, the player it was played on hasn't done well at all. They've either missed points or Scooter came in 10th and got the least amount of points possible. But so
He still
those
got
haven't worked out
points.
for teams.
He still got points.
He still got points. Yeah,
Toc-
but
Mando, toca el mando.
not close to maximizing. And it was Graylim and Doku who were the other players who had the power up applied to them, and they just missed any point spots. So
This time
hopefully
around,
those are more effective.
I love the power ups this time around. We expanded on the idea, and I think it's so fantastic. Like the multiplier is really cool. Now
So what do you expect? What are you expecting to happen in the first round with the assassinations? How do you think that will go?
I have no idea, man. I don't know what to think. I'm waiting for, because I know that for the people that don't know, or for the people that really aren't checking that much, I don't even know if you guys are the new players even have access to it truly. But King Bro does have an assassination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he
King
won one for his team.
he won that. So I'm wondering how they're even gonna play that. There's a lot of bingo matches from what I've seen. There's a lot of solitaire as well. I don't know. There's a lot of the main games are all balanced. So there's 3 bingo, 3 jack, 3 solitaire.
Yeah.
And then we got a bubble, brick, and cannon. So I'm wondering what that's gonna be like. I would use it obviously against somebody that's a known killer. But then again, the cool part about this is that what if somebody I believe Carrot is in Scooter's team, if I'm not mistaken. Now I don't want to get that wrong.
Carrot's on Scooter's team. Yeah.
If Scooter decides to play Carrot in a 21 Jack game instead of a bingo game, now would that surprise you as as the matchup, right? Because the other teams are wondering, and they're obviously creating strategies based on what they think
Yeah.
the other teams are gonna
Yeah.
do.
No, that's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought of that before because what you could do is if like you had one player who could only play bingo, but then you had another player who could play jack and bingo, it would make sense to put that other player in jack if he could reasonably get top three, and then and then allow, even though it might not be his best game, and then allow the other person to play bingo because that's the only game they can play, so like you kind of there's a lot of risks to be taken in order to like maximize your chance of not
But
getting
that's the nature of the
eliminated.
competition, and I think that's the best part about this is strategically you could go in so many ways. You could play this, especially with the assassinations, because it's a new. They've had the initiative, right? They've had the revive. This time around, they have the assassination. They have to play
Yeah.
around that, and also kind of because they won't know, right? They have no idea who's going to be assassinated or not. So
Yeah.
somebody that you might really depend on might get assassinated, and then you're left hanging. So don't. This is for the teams, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And by the way, Saru's saying that we look like the people that are talking in like the middle of the matches, the commentators. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm gonna suit this time. I'm gonna come with a suit.
dude, I wanted to
bigger
come.
stack.
I wanted to come with this suit as well, but it's so hot in Spain. There's no amount of money that you can pay me to wear a suit. There is.
Yeah.
There is. I have a number.
There it is.
I'll pass it on later. But yeah,
Yeah.
the points I've done an approximation of by adding the points in the events, and the places that the teams are in now, I think are gonna change.
Yeah.
A lot of teams had incredible points. For example, Artemis, I believe has 10,000 extra points, just
Coming from
the events.
yeah.
By events alone.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what the outcome of the events are. Now again, obviously the trophy hunting is one of the like the essential parts of the Coliseum, but the events are so.
change
I mean,
fortune.
you get 10,000 points for your team.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Carrot got 10,000
And-
points for Scooter.
Yeah. And the Coliseum Clash round play this time gives points, so you want to do well in the rounds of Coliseum Clash. And that's where I'm interested to see how Artemis's team does, because their strategy was, we're not going to go hard on trophies. What we want are skilled players in a wide variety of games. And that strategy was meant to help them out in the Coliseum Clash and in the events, not so much with trophies. So I'm interested to see how this first round goes for them.
Because they don't have a
can
bad
gain
team at
lots of
all.
points in this first round. They got a good team, yeah. They got
They
a
don't
few
have a
new
bad
players
Yep.
who are doing pretty well. Mama J and Ali getting trophies.
Ali, top
So
3
we'll see how that
in her
goes.
team. First debut Coliseum with 2,000 points, a little less, but 2,000 approximate points. Jansen, Graylam, the three gals killing it, and then
Yeah.
Va co-captaining. By the way, Va, I don't want to obviously say what you're talking about in the chat because that's private, but shout out to Va, super hyping up his team, bringing that mood up. I love that. We should do a we should do like the top hype man,
A speech
top.
with- yeah. But what is the famous speech in the back, like from like I can't remember. It's like the Gridiron Gang or something like that. There's a speech music in the back. Anyway, we'll find it. You can have Va doing a speech.
We'll put his profile picture in there. We'll edit it. We'll edit it. But that mom is there as well. Sicario, incredible play. But then Bella, Harry Persian. I don't know. I'm I'm really excited to see what Artemis has. Again, the top three teams get prizes, and then obviously you can get prizes by being the new rookie and stuff like that. So let's see what people get, man. I've no idea. Again, this is it's so new, and it's also a super different version from the first one. The first one, compared to this one, I truly believe it's like comparing like the beta game to an actual finished game. Now, obviously, the every time that we do these type of competitions, it will get better and better. Structure wise and the events and stuff like that and the power ups even and but something that I did want to bring up is the shop. I love that idea, and I told you this because we have a meeting every single. I'm not gonna tell you what day, but we have a meeting every single week. I'm actually I didn't even know the Dionysus was gonna put up the shop. And he made a little shop like World of Warcraft, like a guild, like a merchant, and I think it's fantastic that the teams can buy power ups. That's such a cool meta thing. That has nothing to do with the app. It's not like inside the app. The shop is not inside the app.
But the shop it flows through me.
Late to the show, Scooter. What's up, Gia? What's up? Yeah. So basically, Scooter. Dionysus. I'm mistaking Canadians here. Dionysus is the shop boss. So if you want to talk to him, he's the merchant. You can go ahead.
So the idea behind that is mainly like in the first Coliseum, you could just win random power ups, but this time, like I wanted to increase the level of strategy that players could have when approaching the Coliseum, and so like this time you get a currency coins, and you can choose the power ups you want for your particular strategy. So some people might say, like, I need lots of assassination power-ups because I want to really try and take a team down. Another team might say, you know what, I think we're going to do really good in events and then just really farm the 1.5x power-ups to apply to their teammates. Like, it can go so many different ways. There's different strategies you can develop from it. And that's only made possible by allowing people to choose the power-ups they want. So I hope people develop strategies. I hope they enjoy it. I know it's new, and things can be confusing first time around. But after this first week, I think everyone will have the hang of how the Coliseum, the Clash works, and the shop and stuff like that. So
and we're trying. We're me and Dionysus are always trying to put up new things, to include new little dynamics to the competition. So any suggestions, like feedback, is always we're always open to feedback. This is something obviously that's coming from a player for the players. And I think the prizes show that. Mm-hmm. We're giving 5,000 real cash. It's not like the normal competitions that we do, which is bonus. The 5,000 real cash is insane, and the people. By the way, I haven't seen anybody with a revive power up yet.
Because no one's got knocked out of the Clash yet. So
right,
that will come into the second round. Yeah,
I want people to stack because that's a really good counter for the new power up, which is the assassination.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if people are gonna use that well. I don't know. I'm excited, dude. Do you got any predictions on any team? Are you biased in any way? No.
If I had to make a prediction, I don't know, because I kind of, you and I together created the power ups and stuff like that, and so I kind of have thought more ahead of about what the strategies could be. The teams probably aren't there yet because it's new to them. We've been thinking about this for over a month. So I don't want to give anyone strategies, but I think that I'll just say this: being in first place could put a target on your back. Like there's nothing preventing teams creating alliances and things like that. But I know Scooter's a gamer, man. He gets ahead of the curve and he'll have a response to anything that comes his way.
Yeah,
I won't say any more than that.
what's the saying? It's all fair in war and love.
Yeah, all is fair in war and love.
So, it's a gladiator arena for a reason. So being first doesn't necessarily, and also being first throughout the whole competition isn't necessarily doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna win. It does not, because the event get you points, the clashes get you points, the matchups get you points, and then obviously the Coliseum clash, right? The last week also gets you points. So it doesn't really matter if you're in the top one place.
Yeah,
because another team might use that because you're relaxed in the last week or even in the last few days. You, as a team, you're like, oh well, we got this in the bag. We got a few thousand points more than this team, and then that team gets the ball rolling. People that were the top 10, top 9, 8th place in that team start getting the trophies, and you kind of like wondering what happened the next day. Anything could happen. Honestly, anything could happen at this point. I'm not biased. I do want the underdog to win, though, and I always say this in movies and whatever. I always love when the underdog wins, and obviously for me, the underdog is the team that lost. The last Coliseum, which is Doku's team, he's killing it, and I'm always talking to him, saying congrats, because he fought, I love a fair fight. So I love when the teams have a 2-point difference, not a 2,000-point difference. When it's a 2-point difference, and they're literally fighting, they're shedding blood and tears, and that's what I think Doku and Scooter's team are doing. The Mavericks, though, I will say the Mavericks are kind of a danger. I think the people are kind of sleeping on the Mavericks, and then we got Don Pancho, we got the King Row doing insane in the events. Look, again, the Mavericks are right now currently our top 4, but then you see in the events they're top 1 and top 2. So it does not matter. The live rankings are good. The live rankings are good to see how well the teams, are matching and how the players are matching and stuff. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna lose or you're gonna win. Trust me.
Yeah, and once those event points get updated, you're going to see a jump for the Mavs because they did really good in the events.
100%.
And Scooter's just saying in the chat now, new teams, new draft, who's the underdog? So I think coming into the competition, Scooter had the last, so he was seen as the underdog there. But I think at this point, Scooter, the odds have changed.
True.
You're like minus 500 now. You might have been plus like 500 before the betting odds before the competition. But
you guys are like the Sith, though, because you guys always come in pairs. So Scooter comes with Estrada. It always comes in 2. Scooter, you got Estrada that was in your team last time, and then Sid has or Doku has Sid, who was in his team last time. So both of them are underdogs, and Doku for sure is an underdog because he didn't know that he was gonna, and he had he had Samoan Slam on his team, he had Sid on his team, he had Momeli on his team, he had the huge, like, potent boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, and by the way, shout out Samoan Slam. He congratulated the staff and everybody in the chat. He won a league. I was super happy. Congrats to him.
He crushed it, didn't he? Like, he went crazy on was it 21 Jack League?
Yeah. He had over 22,000 points, which is so funny. He said, this time around, I don't really want to play the Backspin Coliseum, blah, blah, blah.
I don't want to bring my team down.
Yeah, I don't want to bring my team down, and then he's like the top 1 in the league. Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine, Samoan Slam. You and I will have a talk someday.
Yeah. The big drama, though. I want to bring up the drama, and also as a teaser for tomorrow. We had in the first Backspin Coliseum, there wasn't any co-captains in the first Backspin Coliseum. We've talked about this before, but Sweet and Sour and Va going back and forth, just strategizing the whole time. And I think most people thought like it's just obvious that Va is going to be Sweet and Sour's co-captain, but no, he went with Bella. Him and Bella have a great relationship, though. Like just to say, but he went with Bella. I think Sweet and Sour was surprised. I think everyone else was surprised besides
The
Bella
team
and
behind
Va
the scenes were surprised.
were surprised. And now, tomorrow night, at the end of the first week of Coliseum, we have Sweet and Sour and Va in a fight night. Fight night 3. They're going to be doing the minor games. They're going to be doing Cannon Blast and Brick, and we're going to decide on the final game that they're going to be doing. But just as a plug, we have the emperor of the benefactor of the games has provided us with $300 bonus cash for tomorrow night, fight night. So we're going to be giving 150, 200 to the chat, and then 150 to the players. So tune in tomorrow night to see those two go head to head. And tomorrow 1 p.m. EDT, 7 p.m. Spain time. And then you guys, if you haven't been part of one of these fight nights, between each round, you guys get to vote on who you think will win that best of 3 or best of 5. If you vote right, your name goes on the wheel and it's spun for bonus cash. So you don't have to do anything but vote correctly. So it's not a beat the pro. You don't have to beat anyone. You don't have to play any games. You just have to pick who is going to win. Your name goes on the wheel. We're raffling like 150, 200 bonus cash to you guys. So tune in for that.
By the way, Doku killed it last stream. I was looking at Kick, over 300 views, insane. Everybody was in the chat. Talking about that for a little bit, the sweet and sour and Va drama. That's so funny. They're playing tomorrow on stream. So I wonder if they're gonna say anything. Sweet and sour knows how Va plays, and Va knows how Sweet and Sour strategizes. So I don't know if he's gonna use that for his advantage this time around. Which, by the way, that's so. I don't want to say traitor, but that's such a little. Spy! That's such a spy. Va! I don't know if you're in the chat, but that's a spy move right there.
Yeah.
And then Sweet and Sour picking up J-Bell was like the cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah.
He was like, right. Yeah, well, I'm picking the guy that beats you on stream. That's so funny. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's great. So their storyline, I think, is coming to a head tomorrow. After these fight nights and stuff, everyone is, let's see, Voss is. What game are they? So after these fight nights, after fights, people become better friends. So,
this is all like
it's all good and fun.
Yeah,
it's all good and fun.
Va has a good relationship with Sweet and Sour. It's just Backspin Coliseum does that to you, but it's still so much fun. Well, I want to do a video, man. The whole drama. I'll do a story time.
Yeah.
Scooter's
asking what game are they playing for Fight Night. They're the 2 minor game pros, so we're gonna do 3 different games in the minor games. We're gonna be doing Cannon Blast and Brick Breaker for sure. We have to decide on the 3rd game. I'll talk to them about what they want to do. I think they both play solitaire, so maybe we could throw a major game in there. Won't be bingo, won't be 21 Jack probably. We could even do block, maybe. I mean, they're both good at block. Sweet and Sour is a killer at block, though. Or maybe we throw in Animal Bubble or Pool. Anyway, we'll
pool would be nice.
Yeah,
pool would be nice. Not bowling. I don't know how Sweet and Sour does in bowling. I know Va's a killer.
Oh yeah, Va's just 300 all strikes.
Literally, like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to Sweet and Sour. It would be a Trail, Sweet and Sour, the VOD betrayal. I'll do that, Mom. I'm thinking. I'm just I'm spitballing here, but that's the best way that I work is in the moment. But I'll do a little story time, opening the book. There was once upon a time, there was a player called Sweet and Sour. No, I'll do something. It's a good storyline for sure. It's a good storyline, and the best storylines are the ones that are true, inspired by true events.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So let's see if I don't wanna do a Stephen King and have the ending be bad. So let's do because Stephen King's known for bad endings. Let's do
bad endings.
let's have a good ending to that good storyline. And by good ending, I mean him, so Sweet and Sour versus Va in the final match at the Coliseum. That would be, you know.
But Scooter said, but let's also say they're fighting for second. Scooter wants to win first.
Damn, Scooter, come on. You wanna win twice? Oh, talking about the if you guys head over, we can show this. I think it was in the, hold on, where was it?
The Hall of Champions? Are you talking
Yes.
about the Hall of Champions?
How did you know?
Dude, we're brainwaves, man. We're in.
That's so weird. Ve a live rankings otra vez. O sea, arriba, dale arriba. Because I wanna show this. Y ahora dale todo para abajo. No. Ahí.
Oh, I also have a question to settle after this.
You have a what? A question?
I have a question I have to settle with you after we show the Hall of Champions.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Y vete tú para abajo y cambia de pantalla. Ahí. Because I want to show the Hall of Champions. This is something that I've wanted to do in app for such a long time, which is like show the people and the teams that have won. And last time Scooter obviously won, and Sweet and Sour came. Scooter, it would be nice for you to win again, but I mean, there's no but. There's no but. You had a fantastic team last time. You stole Carrot from everybody, so you're keeping Carrot in your team again this time around. Estrada's obviously yours. Estrada's your right hand man. If you guys are a crew, and then you had Tasha. Tasha, where are you?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tasha, right. I miss you. And then you have I Love You, which is killing it in Sweet and Sour's team. With Lillian, I also want to shout out Lillian.
Lillian's. He's maxes trophies every day. He comes in the chat he's like, guys, just tell me what to do. Just tell me what I need to do. I'm here for it.
Which, by the way, I love those. I love those players. I love those because they're not okay. And we talked about full screen, por favor. We talked about this in our meeting, and I kind of want to reiterate because a lot of people think that when you enter this Coliseum, and the people that are in the chat, you guys can back me up on this. The people that think that the Coliseum is super strategic, and you gotta be active on Discord, and you always gotta be talking, and always gotta be on Discord 24/7, and you gotta quit your job to play Backspin game. No, it's yes, there is that factor of strategy, and yes, there is the factor that you can open up your Discord app and talk to your team and be like, oh, by the way, I'm heading to my third 120 entry match. What do you think that what gameplay should I, whatever. There is that factor, and you can play it like that. But then there's people like Lillian that literally open up the Discord for 30 minutes, half an hour tops. I'm saying tops. They scroll the chat now and see what the team captain wants from them, and they deliver. They deliver.
Exactly.
They're not that active.
There's two different view levels or engagement levels to the Backspin Coliseum. If you are a strategy person and you want to get involved in that, it's definitely there. But to play, you don't need to even think about it. If to play, you just need to jump into the Discord twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week, and just be like, Captain, what do I need to do? And then
Literally.
You're done. So there's 2 layers. You can operate on either one of them. 2 levels. You can operate on either one of them. You don't need to be completely engaged with the strategy. You can just totally check out, and the captain will tell you what to do, or you can be in there and talk.
And I mentioned this, because of the fact that there's some insane players. You cannot say a word the entire competition and still win. Yes.
So some players on Scooter's team last time didn't even maybe said,
I love you. I love you is the best example of this. I love you is consistently there, consistently. If she's got to play the event, she plays the event. If she's got to play the matchups, she plays the matchups. If she's got to do 2,000 trophies, she gets 8,000. but she doesn't talk. She doesn't talk because there's no that's her play. That's her. She knows that she trusts the captain. She follows the lead. She not that strategic, right? That she's not talking every day. Busy. Some people are busy. That's just the nature of human beings. And there's a lot of, and I mention this because there's a lot of players, insane players, both insane players and average players and bad players. But I have everybody talking to me about the Coliseum. I have my uncle wants to join the Coliseum. God, no, I'm kidding.
That'd be crazy. Team Xander. We can put in like we should put in like a team that's just there, made up of like me, you, and other people, just to mess things up for other teams.
Me,
like
you, David, Fabiana. Who else? Man.
Yeah, we can't win anything, but we're just there.
We're just there
to cause shit. Yeah.
We're there to mess up the events. No, I mentioned this because a lot of great players that I've contacted personally have told me that they don't want to jeopardize the team because they feel like they won't be that active because they're busy. One of the best examples is somebody that, well, if you play Backspin games, you know them, which is Curious. Curious wants to join, but she doesn't want to be that active. She doesn't want to. She just honestly thinking about the team, which is, by the way, it's such a great team mentality to have. So she's already showing that she's playing for the team without even playing for the team.
Look at team player.
Scooter
wants your uncle's info for next time.
Send me your uncle's info next time. Sure. He's Canadian, so that'll be good. Half Canadian on his mother's side. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you don't have to be that active. And I told the players this, quite a bit of players, and they kind of understood. They thought the Coliseum was something completely, like, they thought it was a Dungeons and Dragons type. Like, you had to be counting down, writing down everything. Noting down everything in a document. You don't. You just
you can literally
make sure you're kind of like showing up for the captain, and that's really much it. And the captain's job is to kind of lead everybody, and they know the people that are easily manageable, and then there's people that that aren't easily manageable. But that's the nature of a team. Yeah. You're as strong as your weakest link, and I will say that. There's a few weak links on Scooter's team. I will say everybody's kind of, from what I've seen, putting their pedal to the metal and kind of putting those engines on. Eve is the best example that I have of this, killing it. Eve. Super grateful that you're there for the team, and also Liz, Evil Can. I had no idea who that was.
Do you see that mom's comment? She's like, "Oh man, I left my kids to their grandparents for the whole 20 days of Coliseum so that I can focus on this." Hey, we're happy to be able to provide you opportunity to
Also, by the way, that mom, that's for you. Didn't check the website. We have a Backspin Coliseum daycare center. You could have left your kids with, like, come on, like, that's how I know that you didn't check the website.
Yeah,
Ace,
it's just Xander entertaining them.
Just show him the Backspin videos on loop for like 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, this is the point that I wanted to settle. So it's tangential. It's not completely relevant to Backspin Coliseum, but it pervades every interaction that we have. So people have pointed out that I call you Xander.
Okay.
And they say his name's Zandre.
Okay.
My response is his name is Alexander, and you take the Alex away, you got Xander, son. So
you got Xander.
Do I offend you by calling you Xander? And am I the only person who calls you Xander, or is it like?
No, you're not the. No. I have people that call me Andre.
Andre.
Yeah, they like completely miss the X. There's some people that call me Andres. I'm like, who is Andres?
You're truly the man of the many faced god and the many named god.
I'm Metamorphosis. Yeah, I'm Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
The Power Rangers were loosely based on me. The I'm Luis, for example, calls me Andres. No, my name is Portuguese, and in Portuguese you say Alexandre. That's why I say
Okay.
Chandre. My name's Chandre,
Yeah.
and that's what my friends call me, Chandre. Um,
Sandra.
but in
Yeah.
in in, in American, it's just Xander. Xander.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I go by literally anything. Just you can call
So
me.
people other than me call you
Yes.
Xander.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually
It's
Americans.
settled.
Usually Americans. But you guys can call me or Alex. Alex is the easiest. By the way, Alex is the easiest.
Yeah.
Dale al nombre, el número uno. No, cuando pones Alex en la pantalla. There you go. Like
There it
that's
is.
why Alex is literally the best thing that you can call me. Just don't call me late. You can call me whatever, just don't call me late.
Don't call you late. Won't call you late. I refuse to call you late.
Not calling you
Um,
Andres. I'm Luis calls me that all the time. I never. By the way, I never correct him. I don't have the heart
mhm.
to. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Yeah.
I don't. He's a good man. So I
Yeah.
never correct him. But yeah. So the Coliseum is going great. We have 15 days to work, man. 15 days to get the work in.
Let's go.
By the way, when were you thinking we can show? I did want to be fully transparent before I wanted to talk about the stream on the last day, the finale.
Right.
I want to be transparent and say that there were some bugs. The I saw that some people encountered in the events, which is such a shame. I think Sid, which by the way, it's always Sid, and it's always in the main game that she plays. I don't know what it is. It could have been Brick. It could have been Cannon Blast, but it has to be 21 Jack that she's absolutely crazy in. And she had three crashed matches. Now, I want to say if you're crashing in the events usually in the events, this happens usually in the events. It might be because of faulty internet. Okay, if you don't have a stable internet connection, and unfortunately you might see that you have a 5G, 6G, 8G. It doesn't really matter. And we're implementing a little like notification that kind of says that you have low internet or the internet connection is not really stable. This makes the system kind of break in the event. So if you encounter this, well, mostly Sid, there was some bugs in the event, which sucks because I wanted to see it. She might have gotten the top one, might have not. I don't know. Again, like Dionysus said, the carrot thing is such a like. I didn't even think about it. Like the people that are pros in the 21 Jack and play it a certain way, maybe by playing it a certain way, it could have actually even be worse for that like
Yeah. Yeah.
specific game. And
Yeah.
the off meta gameplay that probably Carrot did helped you in the long run. So I'm excited. I had no idea when I saw Carrot because I opened it up today and I saw the results and I saw Carrot. And I'm like, what?
Mhm.
Surprising me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the finale, the last
Yeah.
stream. When were you thinking of doing it? When
So
should we
two
do it,
Thursdays
man?
from now. Next Thursday we'll do another podcast. The Thursday after that we'll do the finale stream. Basically, the way that works is you'll have a champion from each of your teams, and they'll play each other live in the finale stream. The champions last Coliseum, it had to be someone who was still left in the clash, and each team only had like 2 or 3 players left, so they had to pick between those 2 or 3 players. That wasn't ideal because it's you're down to the last minute. You don't know if people can make it or not. So for this one, your champion can be anyone on your team, even if they're out of clash, but it can only be one person. So you guys can think about who you want as your champion now. They obviously have to be willing to appear on the stream.
Without
So that will go.
without knowing the matches, without knowing the
Yeah,
games.
right, exactly. And so it will make things a lot smoother. We'll know who the champions will be. Backspin will have the information beforehand.
Yeah.
And the thing with the champions face off in the final stream is that they get a certain amount of lives, right? So their lives is equal to how many people your team has left in Clash. So if Elite
Nice.
Mobile Gamers choose, we'll just say Scooter for their champion, and they have 2 people left on their team, they'll have 2 lives going into the final stream. If another team has 5 people left, they'll have 5 lives going into the final stream. And then those players play each other. If you lose, you get -1 life, and it keeps going until there's just 1 team left standing. So, yeah, that's the way that the final stream is going to work. But I didn't even answer your question. It'll be next Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Not next Thursday, 2 Thursdays from now, which is July 2nd.
So we're starting off July with assassinations, drama, clashes. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
That's how you start the summer, boy. That
Hey,
is
dude,
how you start it.
Do you have an event? Do you have a competition coming up after Coliseum? Is there something
do.
coming down the pipe that you want to choose, or do you want to keep it secret?
We do. It's still a secret. Everything is kind of a secret. But because I don't want to spoil. Also, I don't want to take the limelight out of the Coliseum. But there is another competition. Obviously, there's another competition coming. We won't not have a competition ever. Basically,
Competitions, man.
sometimes if
There might be a Monday without a competition,
maybe,
but it won't happen often.
there's still events. And you can still play games. But yeah, there's a lot of changes that are coming to Backspin Games. That's for sure. But there is a competition coming. We teased it a little bit in that starting soon video. If you guys wanted to check that,
go back and watch that.
That's gonna be the theme of it. By the way, actually, whoever guesses the theme and posts it on the general chat on Discord, I will gift him 25 bonus cash. Right now, 25 bonus cash. 25 bonus cash if you guess it right. But yeah, I'm so excited. We'll do this again on what, the 25th, next Thursday, and then July 2nd is the finale. Let's see if we got drama this weekend. And I say that because the
fortunes
matchups
may change. I think some fortunes are going to change. Leaderboard positions are going to change.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Wait, the theme of what? The next competition after Coliseum. I teased it a little bit in the video, in the opener of this stream, which, by the way, is going to be the opener for every stream that we do from now on. Obviously, we're going to be adding to it whenever we get another competition. I wanted to do Santa Claus. We haven't done it yet. I wanted to do a lot more because we've done so much. Mafia. What else have we done?
Yeah. Agents and syndicates.
Halloween. Valhalla.
Come on, man! You gotta. Someone's gonna be chucking axes around.
yeah. You.
I need to get one of these intros for Fight Night.
Oh, yeah, but I wanna. Yeah, but I wanna have the players, man. I wanna have the players boxing in an octagon.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta get me. You gotta get me images of the players, man.
All right, I'll do it.
I'll just do random people. I'll do random people. It's fine. I'll do a Fight Club type of thing. Fight Club. What? Yeah. Or I'm Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt every time. That will get viewers. Brad Pitt live on.
Oh my goodness! You could be the other guy that's not Brad Pitt. I don't know. I don't know.
People no one remembers.
No, well, hold on. He's a great actor. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Get Gianna's face. You got mine. I don't got yours, Scooter. I don't even know if that's real. It might be CGI. You got yours.
Xander just has a folder of people's faces, images of faces.
Honestly, yes.
He's the many-faced god.
He's the many-faced god.
He's got all the faces.
I'm a chameleon, man. I'm a chameleon. But yeah. Awesome. I can't wait. Beautiful podcast. Buddy, it's always great to talk to you. You know that I love
definitely.
You, man.
Good to see you. Good to see everyone in the stream.
And plug the fight night
in the next few days. And the fight night tomorrow night, fight night, sweet and sour VOD. They're settling their beef tomorrow night.
No, they're not.
Sweet
No,
and
they're not.
sour
There's
and
still
VOD.
gonna be. They're still gonna have beef.
Oh, David. Get David in on a fight night. Xander and David, special fight night. You guys can be prelims. You can be entertainment as we're waiting for the
Oh,
I
I thought he was saying. I thought he was saying me as like get me in the video.
Oh.
But I don't know.
You can be in the
I wanted to do.
You guys can play games against each other as the prelim for fight night.
We're in summer, but I will tease the. Well, I won't. I will just spoil it. I want to do me and David as Santa Claus and his little helper elf. I want to do that for Christmas.
Yeah.
So dress David
great.
up as Santa Claus, and we're like an actual trailer though. Like we're in a factory building the toys, and I'm like we're late.
I'll send some milk and cookies to Spain
I love it.
for David.
They're gonna be soggy, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, man.
Love you, brother.
It was good to see
Go
you.
rest. You're the best co-host ever. Everybody say thank you, Dionysus, for coming. He's always here, man.
And a
Showing
round of
up.
applause for Xander.
I
More
love you, buddy.
bonus cash for me, Dio. All right.
Okay.
All right,
yeah,
man.
but tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm going to sign off. I will catch you guys, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Okay. See you, buddy.
Yeah, see ya.
See you. Great teams, great competition. This came all from his like. Well, okay, it was a brainstorm. You know, we're throwing out ideas, but honestly, everything came from Dionysus, especially the shop. I'm still harping on the shop. The shop is insane. It's such a good. I don't even know how he came up with it. I fucking love it. I love it. The shop is such a good mechanic. But yeah, the competitions are going insane. The teams are doing really well. Shout out to everybody that I mentioned before. The Lillian, I love you. Kiko, and Eve and everybody else. Don Pancho, Vita, all the captains, Bella. I wish you guys luck. And again, don't harp that much and don't focus that much on the live rankings, even though your team might be 4th, 5th, 6th. It doesn't really matter, okay? It does not matter. The events are there. It started 3 days ago, so it's never finished. It's never finished. Look at Portugal. Portugal tied 1-1. It's not finished. It's not finished, boys. Anyways, who said Star Wars is next theme? That mum. Do you think for a second that we could even do that? Star Wars, somebody called George Lucas. Anybody got his number? Dude, I could be him. I could be the next, you know. Anyways, it's been Chandra. It's been fun. I'm going to clock out. But again, 25 bonus cash for the first person that announces the next theme of the next competition on Discord. Bye.